Hello everyone, this is Kia Green with another video. I know I haven't brought a lot of videos out, but this one has been plaguing the black community a lot for many years. And, the self-hate is real out here in the black community. And with our beautiful chocolate brown women, our melanated black women are dying to look like Kim Kardashian with her butt, Nicki Minaj, Little Kim. This ass cheek craze started in the 90s with Living Color with Jennifer Lopez, some Latina that they like her butt, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back, Rump Shaker, Rex and Effects. I mean, these people have really put a number on the black community. To me, Jennifer Lopez is not all that. We have to like who we are. Small booty, big booty, none at all. Our women are dying to look like Kim K, Cardi B, Beyonce, video vixens, and the Instagram models. All these people, K Michelle, these people are not role models. I'm tired of seeing these 60-inch floppy asses looking like Bugs Life off the Disney's Pixar commercial and movie. They look so cartoonish. You know that this butt is not real. But this woman recently died in Florida, 28-year-old mother, a Latino woman, died from having a Brazilian butt lift. This augmentation actually took her out and it killed her. The butt was made for waste, exiting the body, nothing more. It's awful to deal with this body shaming thing. That goes on a lot in the black communities. It has caused so many issues in the black community. This whole video vixen, Instagram models, it's like everybody wants this butt. They want it to be so big. It looks really bad. It looks like a dumpster. It looks like a trash container. It's so big and floppy. I mean, to me, it's disgusting. And it seems like that's what men are wanting in America. I guess it looks good on a woman. To me, very bad. I do have a video that I'm going to play that you can listen to this with this woman. And then I have some pictures. And I just have some things that, need to be talked about. What is it with the ass or the butt or the glutes or just anything with the butt? All these different songs that came out. I'm going to give you a few. Let's see. R. Kelly came out with Feeling on Your Booty. Beyonce came out with Bootylicious. Bubba Sparks had this song called Miss New Booty. Then there's other ones. Make That Ass Clap. Juvenile, Back That Ass Up. Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. Eminem. What is a white guy talking about ass like that? Jennifer Lopez, Booty. The Thong Song. Get Low, Big Old Butt. Honky Tonk, Badonkadonk. All About the Bass. Okay, Rump Shaker, Miss Fat Booty. I mean, this stuff to me is unacceptable. We hear it on the radio stations. It's in the black community. And I think that's what men want, the club scenes, somebody shaking it, almost like they're a darn stripper or something. We got to do better. I wonder what I wonder what he can do. Umar Johnson, I wonder if he has something to do with this. I mean, I don't know, his school's so raggedy. I mean, I don't know what he could even do about this. He's not helping nobody in the black community. I do have other videos about him, but I just really think this is very important that women are dying. Our black women are dying to get an ass. Our black women are dying to look like Kim Kardashian, some white woman. Okay, because she didn't have no butt back in the day. Okay, she got all that because of implants. This one woman lost her limbs, her legs, her hands from butt Brazilian butt lift. She got some injections that was done. It started stinging and burning. They put Fix-A-Flat in the back of her. So I'm surprised that she didn't know, because Fix-A-Flat does have a smell. I've used it to fix my tires on my vehicle. So it does have a smell, and I'm surprised that a woman would even allow somebody to put that in them. Even cement, super glue, silicone, the stuff you get out of Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart, your places like that. I'm just surprised. Some of them have even filled the butt up with paint. Just anything that they can make some money off of. They have pumping parties. You go to a hotel and the woman just pumps you up with something and you don't even know what it is. And then the next day you go home, you're sick, and you can die. A lot of black women have died from these augmentations. Are people telling them not to do this, but they're still doing it? There's a lot of women on Instagram that their butts are just so big and floppy, and I don't know if they're making money with this thing, but I would love to see how they're going to look when they get 80 and 90 years old. I wonder how that badonkadonk is going to look. I wonder. It's probably going to be saggy, nasty. And then they got this thing called fat augmentation, where they'll take the fat and they'll take it from your stomach and put it into your butt. That fat is not supposed to go there. People have so much obsession with ass. It's just a waste machine. That's what comes out of it. Crap. But you got men that are just so intrigued with this thing. I mean, I don't know. Something's up with that. I have to come out with this video because I'm tired of our black women dying from this. Nobody really talks about it. There's people on YouTube that have videos, but this is more important than old Umar Johnson and his raggedy ass school that he's never going to open. Never. We just got to keep remembering that. Don't send him no money. Go ahead and try to get that post office box shut down. Call the FBI, call the authorities to get him shut down, because we have bigger fish to fry now. There's other frauds in the black community that they need to be shut down as well. Not just him. He's not the only one. But this whole butt thing, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of women with the big old butt. Men love it. Now they got this woman they're talking about. I haven't said anything about her yet. She needs to sit down and really keep her mouth shut. This Curry's wife, she's irrelevant right now. She's zero. I don't think I'm going to be doing any videos on her, because it's just, to me, it's a waste of time. We got black women in the black communities that are dying because they want a bigger butt, because they're not happy with themselves. They don't love themselves. And men have ridiculed these women and have shamed these women because they don't have it like Kim Kardashian, or they don't have it like Little Kim. Little Kim looks bad right now. She looks like an Oompa Loompa with her butt looks like a filled diaper. Like you have a baby and their diaper is filled and they don't, you don't change it. That's how it looks. It looks like a soggy, this thing that they have for the kids, the pull-ups. I'm a big kid now. Yeah, that's what it is. It looks like a pull-up that you went into a tub somewhere and got it wet, and it's all soggy, and that's what her butt looks like. There's even one lady that said that she felt like her butt was going to explode, like something was going to come out of it or whatever. I don't know. Number 2 comes out of it. This whole thing with this butt thing has to stop. If women don't love themselves, then who are going to love you? Why mess with your butt? One lady, hers is so bad that she can only sit down for 2 or 3 minutes because of a procedure that she had done, and she'll never be the same. She can sit down for 3 minutes, her butt starts hurting, she has to get up. Is it really worth it, women? Is it really worth to have this thing with your butt? Is it worth it? Is it worth your life to die because you want to look like Nicki Minaj, or you want to look like Kim Kardashian, Cardi B? She's even had butt injections in a basement somewhere. So, none of these people are natural. And you can tell when somebody's natural or not, because if their legs are skinny and they got that bottom that looks like an ant, but their legs are real skinny, you can tell that that's a fake. That's a fake behind. But anyways, I have to put this on here. I think it's more important that this than Umar Johnson in Wilmington, Delaware. That he's never going to open a school. I'm going to have to keep putting that out there. He's never going to open a school. Can we say it again? He's never going to open the school. He's lied to everybody. He's following after a lot of other people, Marcus Garvey, all these people that are dead. He's summoning the dead, the voodoo priests and all this. He's all into that. But anyways, that's for another video. I hope everyone has a great night. I hope you enjoy this video. This has to stop with the butt. I'm tired of seeing that with these 60-inch nasty asses. I'm just tired of it. They look really bad, like garbage dumpsters, basically, if you look at it. But anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Talk soon. This is Kia Green with Kia Green Production.
All right, well, we are learning new details tonight about what caused the death of a Miami mother who had a very popular cosmetic procedure. Her cause of death was the same that the NBC6 investigators have uncovered in a dozen other women who had the same surgery. NBC6 investigator Dan Krause joins us live tonight in studio with more on what he's learned here. Dan.
Joanne, instead of spending Mother's Day weekend celebrating, family members of the mother of three planned her funeral. Dania Placencia died after having a Brazilian butt lift procedure. We now know who performed the surgery and what caused her death. Most of Dania Placencia's family didn't know she was having cosmetic surgery. Otherwise, they say they would have tried to talk her out of it.
You're putting your life on the line, so I just don't think it's worth it.
The mother of three young children went to Mia Aesthetics on Friday morning to have a BBL. That's where fat is removed from unwanted places and re-injected into a patient's backside. After the procedure, she was rushed to the hospital, where she died.
They said that the surgery was finished. Then they moved her body to the stretcher, and all of a sudden she became blue.
Family members say Dr. Sergio Alvarez performed the procedure, a board-certified plastic surgeon who is the owner and medical director of Mia Aesthetics.
I'm best known for my Dan Gina BBLs.
Seen here in one of his many online videos, the medical examiner says Placencia died of what's called a fat embolism. That's when a piece of fat gets into the bloodstream and causes a patient to stop breathing.
Pulmonary embolism is a very lethal thing.
The NBC6 investigators found at least 12 women died of the same cause after the same procedure in our area, different doctors and clinics.
And has proved to be true in many of the cases preceding her death.
Lawmakers approved a new law the governor is expected to sign that would allow Florida's Board of Medicine to immediately revoke a doctor's license in the case of serious injury or death. It's not scheduled to go into effect until next year. It would also require all surgery centers to be owned by doctors, which Mia Aesthetics already is. We reached out to Dr. Alvarez and haven't heard back. His team released a statement after the death that reads in part, "Our condolences, love, and support go out to her family during the difficult time. Throughout our years of operations and thousands of procedures performed, this is the first and only fatality we have endured. Our team is devastated by this tragedy and feels that each and every one of our patients is part of our family."
I think it's got to stop.
The clinic also said serious surgery comes with the risk of rare, unintended, and tragic results. Our NBC6 investigations led to 2 worldwide studies. The first found that one person is up to 20 times more likely to die from a Brazilian butt lift procedure than any other cosmetic procedure. The results of the second study will be released soon, giving new recommendations to doctors on how the surgery should be performed. Reporting live tonight, Dan Krause.
My name is April, and I'm 47 years old. I was teased about having a flat butt, and I kind of started my mental quest for a larger butt. At 38, a woman who wasn't a doctor said that she did butt injections. A week later, I found myself laying on her daughter's bed, having the silicone injected into my body. I didn't do any research on the silicone that was injected in my body, nor did I do any research on this woman. A year later, after the injections, my butt started to get hard, it started being discolored, and then it started itching, and then extremely painful. The second year, I went to numerous doctors to have the silicone removed, but they would have had to remove my butt cheeks, and nobody wanted to do that. By the fourth year, I was in excruciating pain. I went to the hospital. One of the nurses put some cream on my butt cheeks. It ended up eating a hole through my right butt cheek. And 2 months later, I ended up contracting a staph infection. I was rushed to the hospital. They gave me 24 hours to live, put me in an induced coma, and they put me on a medication that would help to increase my blood pressure. That medication caused gangrene to my extremities. Once I came out of the coma, I could see that my hands and my feet were necrotic. I knew that I was going to have to lose my hands and my feet. And I was just devastated. My hands and my feet, they would never come back. That's over for me. But at least I can use this to help share with someone else so that they would never have to experience anything like this, especially in the name of a butt.
We're joined by April, who is so resilient, and board-certified plastic surgeon and butt implant specialist, Dr. Mendieta. And April, you wanted a bigger butt.
I had already had this issue about the butt since I was like 7 years old. I had already, you know, my sister had a larger butt, and the boys kind of liked her because she had a larger butt. So I kind of vowed in my mind that when I get older, I'm going to get me some butt.
Sure.
Even though I didn't know if it was possible to do that, but I thought that. A young lady came into my salon and said she did butt injections. And she had this woman with her who had, I mean, her butt was done well.
Sure.
And I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. I wanted that. God sent you to me.
Yeah.
It was like that. It
Sure.
wasn't even like, oh, I shouldn't do this. I felt like it was a blessing.
Sure.
Like, honestly, I really did.
So you believed the hype, so to speak. I do want to clarify for everyone how one thing led to another. You had these injections performed, later developed a severe infection in that area, got into your bloodstream. With the severe bloodstream infection, led to sepsis, and that's where you have no blood pressure, your limbs get no blood supply. That's why you've lost your arms and your legs.
And my butt cheeks.
And your butt
I
cheeks.
don't want you to leave that out.
So there's a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this,
Absolutely.
right, gentlemen?
You know what? The biggest issue that we have is that there's no control of what's being injected. You're being told one thing and something completely different is happening. And not only that, but let's say that they are using a silicone. There is no medical grade silicone, first of all, but there are degrees of silicone impurity. So people will buy this at Home Depot. They can buy it at any hardware store. You can go online and purchase these things. They'll send you the syringes, non-sterile, to inject. And the problem that's happening is we don't know the purity of it. There is no governing body that's going to tell you these are the standards for what you need to inject.
So hopefully no one here watching will ever get this done. But for those of you out there who maybe have, show us, you know, what you might find and what you can do.
Let's see. First of all, when you open this up, you never know what you're going to find. So you could find something that's as hard as concrete. I don't know if you can take a look at this. I can't even bring it out. But it starts to look like caulking material, almost like cement. Yeah. Many times when I take this out, I could throw it on the ground and it'll break the tile. Wow. Other times, it can look like this. It's a little bit of a softer substance. It's a lot more gooey. And this is what you call the silicone. But the silicone comes in different grades. Look at that. I mean, it's almost like popping a pimple. But this, you could never get it all out, ever. It's distributed everywhere in the buttock.
Cousins coming, gather next to me. We're standing here together, just as proud as we can be. We save the world from caring folks like you and me. And when you care together, you become a family. And it's great to be in that Care Bear family. In that Care Bear family. And I'm proud to see that you're standing here with me. That you're standing here with me. What a job that we've done. There was there's a part for everyone. So let's give our brand new family a cheer. Yeah! And it makes me wanna shout. Yeah! I can get my feelings out when a friend is right there to lend an ear. And it's great to be in that Care Bear family. In that Care Bear family. Yes, it's great to be in that Care Bear family. In that Care Bear family. Yes, it's great to be in that Care Bear family. In that Care Bear family. And I'm proud to see that you're standing here with me. That you're standing